What's up, everybody? I'm Koji. I just had a question that why human beings see the God in the events happening in their life for thousands of years. And mostly the scriptures and the knowledge left over from the thousands of years of past, meaning the people who chose to leave those knowledge for the descendants are the very sophisticated people and also wealthy people who have power to conduct those kind of things, because making the scripture on a rock, carving a rock, need a lot of work, and they need to feed people in order to work on a scripture. So it's got to be wealthy to do those kind of work. And I'm referring to a very small amount of knowledge, but one is the Bible, and the other one is the book Out of the Living, the message and the wisdom from originally a slave man living in 500 BC. And in the Bible, they are repeatedly talking about God and talking about the Father, the Lord, that they believe. And they occasionally see him in a dream, and they got a message in their dream. And they said, events happen in God's intention. Everything happens in God's intention, and everything happens in order, the divine order that you can't mess up with. And maybe some might be skeptical. The scripture or message from the authority probably made for manipulating people to believe in something so that they could control them with their knowledge or based on those beliefs. Maybe that could be the possible scenario to have those kind of story recorded in the Bible. That's one possibility. And the other one, the art of living, the set of wisdom from a wise man lived in 500 BC. And he was originally a slave and get to the high standard of life. And I think the book is purely the work to convey the wisdom to other people, because he's not any kind of authority according to the book. And in a way of describing things in that book, every kind of episode in that book was the view from the ordinary people. He viewed the world from the bottom, and he got some kind of wisdom through their experience, and he chose to left them knowledge for descendants. I don't know if you can hear this clearly, because wind is so strong because I'm at the beach. But anyway, I will continue. And in general, comparing two things and analyzing the common fact on both sides, we're probably usually able to pick up the truth out of the information on both sides. And in this case, both talking about everything happens in God's intention. Maybe that's true. Maybe that's the truth that our human beings seeing as a truth and try to pass over to descendants for thousands of years. That's significant for me. Then the question is, why do they think like that? What happened to them? Maybe they encountered the events that they can't explain without interference by supernatural power. Or maybe they are so obedient since they are born, obedient to God, from the beginning of their life. I don't know. Maybe that's the case. But many of sophisticated people and wealthy people in history try to convey the same fact through the various channels. I think that's significant and something worthwhile to pay attention to. That's how I think. They say, try not to run away from the event that God gave you. Try not to mess up with the God's intention. Try to be obedient to the God's will. Try to be authentic to align with the God's intention. Maybe that's some kind of hint to spend a good life in this finite lifetime on earth. And try to keep you aligned with God every day is a really, really good habit. Okay, guys, better habit, better life. I wish you dream life come true. And I love you. I really love you. See you in the next video. Peace.